Hello guys, good evening. My name is 𝐂𝐈𝐓𝐇, and I'll be taking the class today. And I'm sure this is the first time most of you must be hearing my voice. Uh, past, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Tosin and Esther and the cybersecurity lead, Lady Pat. So I'll be taking you today. So, like I said again, my name is Mayowa. And I want this class to be interactive as we can, so that we can both understand what we're talking about today. So I don't mind this if it's going to be like we are chatting, like we've known what we'll be teaching, and we'll just be chatting about it. So I think it will be easier for both of all of us to comprehend it. So without further ado, so let's dive into it. So we'll be looking at MITRE attack plus Q chain. This is a two topic combined. They are intertwined, but they are two topic, MITRE attack and Q chain. So these two topic are very important aspect of cybersecurity. Whether you're choosing the blue team or you want to be a red team, want to be a security analyst, just name it. This MITRE attack is a go-to anytime, any day. So what we'll be doing today is we'll be looking at the MITRE attack framework. We'll be looking at the definition, why its importance in cybersecurity, and also its application. Then after then we'll go through some exercise to make you familiarize with the MITRE attack. Then we'll do some hands-on, go to the site, show you around it to familiarize yourself with it, and when we are done with that, then we'll move to cyber key chain. So the cyber key chain also, we look at the definition, also its importance and its application. So, so what is MITRE attack? So on the MITRE attack website, according to the definition on it, sorry, give me a minute. I need to close this. Did I stop sharing?
You're still sharing. We can see your screen. So I guess you are only sharing the PowerPoint slide, which is fine. Yeah.
But I can't see it again. I don't know
Oh,
what click.
we can see it.
Okay, I'm back. So, okay, sorry about that. So, according to MITRE attack definition on their website, so they define MITRE attack as a globally accessible knowledge base of adversary tactics and techniques based on real-world observations. That is according to MITRE. So, yeah, what they are trying to tell us is that this MITRE attack is based on real-world observation of tactics and techniques of adversary, of an attackers, of an APT, because we can refer an attacker as adversary, we can refer them as APT, which is advanced threat APT, advanced APT. Okay, I've forgotten the T. I think it's here, which I put down. Okay, advanced persistent threat, which is APT, advanced persistent threat, which we can also refer as attacker. So in this class, I will be referring an attacker much as an adversary. So I want you guys to get used to it. An adversary is an attacker. So MITRE attacks, it talks about adversary, it talks about tactics, the tactics they use, the techniques they use when they want to initiate their attacks. And It uses real world observation, like past attacks that has happened, the organization that took out the attack, the techniques they use, the tactics. Also, Malta attack also talk about the how you can dictate the attack if you ever see that kind of attack in your organization, how you can dictate it, and also how you can mitigate against this kind of attack. So, okay, so let's define tactics. So, what is tactics? MITRE they let us know that okay, tactics is why will an attacker want to attack your organization? I don't know if you're following me, guys. Before an attack can take place in your organization, there has to be a reason why an attacker wants to attack you. Could it be for persistence? Persistence is when an attacker wants to gain ground on your environment. If an attacker gain ground on your environment, even if you discover him and try to wipe him off, he will always find a back door to come back in because he has already created a persistence. So I also put a privilege escalation. Privilege escalation is when an attacker is trying to elevate himself, maybe move from ordinary user to an admin, because you know that an admin has a higher privilege. And if an attacker can elevate the privilege to an admin, then you know that the organization is in trouble. It can do anything on the environment. It can do anything, wipe data, encrypt it with a ransomware, do anything you want. So if that is why is he trying to attack you? That is the tactics. That is what MITRE defined for us. So it can be initial access. It can be initial access. Initial access, if an attacker is trying to gain to your, want to come to your organization, why? Initial access. And under initial access, we have phishing. We have phishing. So let's go to techniques. The techniques is how. How will the attacker gain access into your organization? How? First, we talk about why. That's the tactics. We talk about why. And I give an example about initial access. Why? Initial access. You want to have access to your organization. So the techniques. So how is he going to have the access to your organization? Then by phishing. I'm sure we've talked about phishing in this training, and I'm sure phishing should still be fresh. Should still be fresh. So phishing is just like an example. We have so many examples of techniques. We have so many examples of techniques. Like we also have credential dumping. So going with the phishing tactics, he said why is it initial access? That is why you want to gain access to your organization. Then how is he going to gain initial access to your organization? Through phishing. Through phishing is going to gain initial access. Then MITRE also talks about procedure. Procedure is how is the attacker, the adversary, how is he going to execute it? So if an attacker wants to come to your organization and if he's going to come through phishing, then he's going to send you a link for you to click on, a phishing link, whether through your email, whether through SMS, disguised as the real person, or as someone from Microsoft, disguised as it, and telling you to click on the link. After clicking on the link, immediately you have access to your organization. It takes control. If he has access to your bank, then he wipes the money. So that is the procedure. That is the procedure is going to takes to get into whether your organization or inside your email, your phone, anything. So that is the three this that MITRE defined for us. So MITRE also they also give us apart from the tactics and the procedure example that MITRE gives to us, it also teach us to let us know about how to mitigate any attack, how to detect it, and also give us different example of attacks that have taken place in the past and how it has been mitigated and the name of organization that have attacked. So there is no attack that is going on now not that have not been recorded on MITRE. If you simply go to MITRE, you will surely see that any attack that's happening now has already happened before. Even anyone that is going to be happening now is already on MITRE because they have already uh, number everything in tactics. Everything is under tactics and techniques. So I don't know if I'm moving too fast. So if I'm moving too fast, you can just call my attention to it. So we also have some basic terminologies that MITRE attack gives to us. So like the MITRE attack framework, the attack is an acronym, which is ATT and CK, which means the adversary tactics, techniques, and the common knowledge framework. And we also have the TTP, which I just discussed, which is the tactics, techniques, and the procedure. And also the APT is the acronyms for Advanced Persistent Threat, which is also known as an attacker, someone that wants to come to your organization and steal stuff, wants to steal, he wants to exfiltrate data, he wants to name it, have initial access to your organization, different thing. So that is an attacker, advanced threat. So let's move on. So yeah, I attached this is how the page of MITRE is when you log into the MITRE attack. This is how the page is. So yeah, it's showing you that MITRE for attack matrix, because we have attack matrix for enterprise, we have attack matrix for mobile, while we also have attack matrix for ICS, which is an industrial control system. So, and each of these three matrices I just mentioned, they all have different numbers of tactics, different techniques number, and they have different uh, techniques and different sub-techniques. So, but this one I'm showing you, this one is the matrix for enterprise, and it has 14 tactics in total. So, what are the tactics I'm talking about? The tactics ranges from start from reconnaissance to resource development, initial access, execution, persistence, privilege escalation, defense evasion, credential access, discovery, lateral movement, collection, command control, exfiltration, and so on. So these are the tactics. Remember, I told you tactics is why. Tactics is why. These are the tactics. And each tactics, they all have different numbers of techniques. And look at the techniques on that, like the reconnaissance. The reconnaissance, it has a active scan, which is the techniques. Gathering victim host information, gather victim host information, gather victim identity information, and so on. And for initial access, you can see initial access has 11 techniques, which is the content injection. Content injection is also part of how how an adversary can gain access, can have initial access to your organization. You can see we have drive-by compromise, we have external remote service, we have phishing, we have valid account, we have so many. So we still go through this on the site. So I'm just showing you a snippet from the site. So now, why is MITRE important? So MITRE is important for threat detection. Hunting is used by red team and blue team for hunting and threat detection. Red team are they are the offensive side in the cybersecurity. They are the ones that are the penetration tester. They are the legit attacker employed by an organization to attack their system so that they can quickly discover vulnerability on their environment before a real world attacker does. So those are the red team. They are on the offensive side of the cybersecurity. Why we have the blue team also. The blue team is on the defensive side. They are the one that always defend against any attack that is coming to organization. They always try to block it. They always write rules, KQL rules to defend the organization. Any attack coming in, they block it. That is blue team. So why is it also important? It's important for SOC team, which is the Security Operations Center team, because it moves from IOC indicator, IOC, that is IOC is indicator of compromise. Indicator of compromise like IP address, hash, and so on can be used as indicator of compromise. So MITRE help us move from indicator of compromise to indicator of attack, because it actually shows us the kind of attack that is coming in. When you see the attack, the kind of attack that is coming in, you can quickly go to MITRE, you read about it, you know that, okay, this is the kind of attack coming into your organization. This is how to mitigate against this. You read how to detect, so it's going to give you how to mitigate against it. Also, uh, SIM is MITRE is also integrated into SIM. SIM like Microsoft Sentinel and Splunk. So I just want to ask, uh, you guys have heard about Microsoft SIM, Microsoft Sentinel and Splunk. Kemi
Yeah,
and
yes, we have had, we have read, we have had, but we have not used it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mhm.
okay,
One of the tools that we identified
yes,
during our maybe the first sprint or something.
okay. So I think we are going to teach you Microsoft Sentinel. I think it's like one of the last topic in this course. So we'll go through in depth on Microsoft Sentinel, because it's a really big deal tools for cybersecurity, for detecting threats, writing KQL rule, uh, writing setting playbooks to automatically detect an attack, uh, basically for automation. So it's a big deal now. If you want to be an SOC, you must know about SIM. It's not necessarily you know about Microsoft Sentinel, because we have so many SIM outside. We have Splunk, we have Quaylog. I think I've forgotten the pronunciation. We have up to like so many out there. So, but these ones are the popular ones because why many organizations are using Microsoft Sentinel is because most organizations depend on Microsoft. Most organizations uses Microsoft tools like Word, like Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel. So I think that's why Microsoft Sentinel is really popular. So as I was saying, MITRE attack has now been integrated into SIM, because when there is an attack in your organization, your SIM when your SIM generates an alert, it's going to come with a MITRE attack message telling you the kind of attack that is coming in or that has been detected. It's going to give you the kind of attack, the name of the attack, the techniques, give you the techniques ID, the techniques sub ID. So by the time you get this kind of information, it will be very easier for you to just, with that information that he has given you, quickly go to the MITRE attack site, look for the techniques ID, the techniques sub ID. Immediately you can read about the kind of attack that's coming into your organization. Then you quickly read the how to mitigate against it. So immediately, before you know it, within a twinkling of an eye, you have quickly tackled with an attack, save your organization from being attacked. Then next thing, you write your ticket, you close the attack, then you move on, safeguarding your organization environment. So that's why MITRE is so important now these days, because most of the job in cybersecurity, if you apply for, especially for an SOC job, most of the requirements are always that you must have deep understanding about MITRE. You must have deep understanding about MITRE. So that's why I said MITRE attack is a very important topic in cybersecurity. So it also supports threat hunting. It helps analysts proactively search for suspicious activities using known adversary techniques. So with the help of MITRE attacks, with the information it's going to give you, it's going to help you to really deep threat hunting. We go deeper by searching everything is given to you, the details of the attack, everything. By reading about it, you go deeper, you look where the attack is coming from. By reading through it, you'll be able to deal with that kind of attack. So it's also guide incident response. So during investigation, security team can map incident to attack to identify which stage the attack is in. You will know the type of stage the attack is in currently, and the techniques that was being used, and what tactics the attacker is trying to accomplish. So, like what we have been saying, like what I said earlier, when you know why the attacker wants to attack you, you know how he's going to attack you. Then you can know the mind of an attacker. By knowing the mind of an attacker, you know the next stage is going to move to next. So before he goes there, you've already blocked him. By the time you frustrate an attacker, then he will definitely leave your organization because you know he can break through. So these are the things that MITRE can help us with. So, so yeah, I put an example of an alert generated from a SIM. How it's going to look like when you generate an alert, when it detects like your organization is being attacked. So look at it. It said alert, suspicious RDP activities. So MITRE attack mapping, tactics, literal movement. Then you put the techniques there. Then and the techniques ID with the techniques sub ID. Then remote desktop protocol. So with this kind of information, any kind time you have this kind of alert, your SIM generates this kind of alert. With this information, you can quickly go to MITRE. With this information, you will know the kind of attack that is coming to your organization. So don't worry, we'll go through everything. We'll go through uh, the whole MITRE page now. So I think before we go to the application, let's go to the MITRE attack so that we can also relate it to this alert and some other stuff we've talked about. And then before we moved on. So this is the MITRE page. So this is the MITRE page. like I said, we have three type of matrix on MITRE. We have matrix for enterprise. So, sorry, we have matrix for enterprise, and we also have a matrix for mobile. So the matrix for enterprise, that one deals specifically with Windows, like OS, OS like Windows, Mac, and Linux. That is what is specialized about. And we have for mobile. So this is for enterprise. We have 14 tactics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There is one more hidden. So let me just drag my then impact. Impact is the last one, which is the 14. And we have different different techniques under it. So let's go to the mobile. So this is the mobile. So this one is mobile, like its name says, mobile. So this one is specifically for mobile, like our iPhone, Android, and so on. So it has its own different tactics and techniques. You can see its own is not up to 14. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11. So, and they all have their own techniques ID and sub ID. Their IDs, they are different. And the last one we have is the ICS, which is the Industrial Control System. So this one is mainly for is used in the industry, specialized in industry like power plants, like water treatment facilities, like railway, like manufacturing plants. So it's mainly deal with industry. So it also has uh his own tactics and techniques. It has uh his number is also different. So anytime you want to, and it depends on the kind of attack you have. If your attack is based on an enterprise, which is a Windows system or Linux or Mac, so we definitely know that you are coming to the enterprise. So be sure you don't confuse them. So like the kind of the example I showed you earlier about the alert that was generated. So it gave us, if you remember, it gave us the techniques ID, and the sub ID. So let's go back to it also. So you can see we have the techniques ID, that is T1021. And it said the tactics is literal movement. So let's go to literal movement. In literal movement, the techniques is 0.01. So literal movement, where's the literal movement? Okay, let's draw the cursor. So this is literal movement. So that is the tactics of the attack of the alert that we got. Literal movement, then literal movement and remote, which is CAO. Wait, let's go. Then 0.001, which is the sub ID, remote desktop protocol. This is the remote service, so it should be under here. Okay. So T1021.001. So look at the sub-techniques. So remote service. So this is the attack. This is what they are trying to attack us in our organization. So having this kind of uh details, we can easily locate the kind of attack. So we know that it's the attack they are trying to pull on our organization is remote service. So we can just quickly read through it. We'll know the kind of attack that is coming into our organization. Then after reading through it, then might now tell us procedure example, like example of that kind of attack that has been used in the past, and the name of attacker, the name of organization, the name of those gangs, the name of those uh, APT, advanced persistent threats, that carry out the attack. This is their name and the description. They are different. See, wizard, spider. They also have ID. And then we go to the mitigation, how to mitigate against them. So we read through it. So the mitigation, like the audit, is going to tell you what to do, like disable or remove feature of program. You also read through it. Then after reading through it, then this is the detection, how you can detect that kind of attack. So there's a lot of information. So we can read through them. Okay. After digesting it, okay, then okay, this is what I should do. This is how I can do. This is what I should do. Then we are good to go. Then we go back. So we look through, just look through this. Okay. So now the application. Let's go to the application. Uh, so like we said earlier, micro attack is used to map alerts from your SIM because it's integrated with a SIM. It's used to map alert. So anytime you get an alert, you get it with the techniques, and it's going to give you the techniques ID with the sub ID. So also the application is used to build detection and threat hunting using the matrix. So like the matrix I talk about. So depending on your matrix, depending on the attack in your organization, depending if the attack is mobile or if it's a big attack on your industrial system, you quickly know where to go. You know the metrics to check and how to threat hunt it. Uh, Give me a minute, please. Okay, sorry about that. So I need to quickly clear something up here. Yeah. So the last application, which I highlighted here, is to perform adversary emulation using tools like atomic red team. So this kind of tools is a thing that is used to emulate what an attacker does. So anytime an attacker comes to your organization, try to hack you, you try to emulate them. So you know every of their moves. You know how they are moving. So MITRE is also integrated to it so that you can emulate an adversary, an attacker. So it's also the application. Okay. So I think we should go to the exercise while we're going through the exercise, then we can be looking into the uh to the site more to so that we can both have more knowledge about it. Let me return back to you so that. Okay, so let's quickly do this exercise. So he said, beside blue team, who else will use the attack matrix? Beside blue team, is it the red teamers, the purple teamers, or the SOC managers?
The red teamers will use it.
Yeah, thank you. The red teamers.
Uh,
Because it's being used by
the
the
SOC.
and the red team. So the second one says, using enterprise matrix, what is the techniques ID for phishing? So let's do it. Let's quickly look at the techniques ID for phishing. So if you remember, where on under which tactics is a phishing? I don't know if anyone remembers. Under which tactics is phishing? Okay, let's go through it. So using attack matrix for enterprise,
Initial access.
we have it on initial access. Initial access is the tactics, and we have phishing under it. So you can see the techniques like T1556. So this kind of ID is the one that they use in mapping an alert. Now, when you generate alert, it's going to give you the techniques ID, the sub ID, that you can quickly trace the kind of attack that is coming to your organization. So this is the ID. So sub ID, like, let's go to sub IDs. So these are the sub IDs. Look at this. We have a sphere phishing attachment. We have a sphere phishing link, sphere phishing by service, and the sphere phishing by voice. You can see they all have different sub techniques. So these are our answer T1556. So based on these techniques, what mitigation covers identifying social engineering techniques? What mitigation covers identifying social engineering techniques? So this question is still based on phishing. So let's go to phishing. Click on the phishing. And the question said, okay, let's go back to it. Based on these techniques, what mitigation covers identifying social engineering techniques? So before we even go to the answer, to mitigate against social engineering, like what can you do? What if an organization asks you that, okay, uh, we have to mitigate against social engineering as a security analyst, what can you suggest?
Strong firewall.
I think can you one after the other so that I can hear what you're saying?
The organization should have a very strong firewall.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. For an organization that has been attacked recently, and most of their workers are not cybersecurity gurus. Uh, they are not IT. Let me put it like that. So, and you want to mitigate against social engineering techniques.
I'll say knowledge awareness. Like you have training sessions or
Yeah, thank you. Who is that?
Chinamso. Yeah.
Thank you. Training is very important. So let's go through it. So let's go to the mitigation. you can see that it's user training. It said users can be trained to identify social engineering techniques and phishing emails. So the answer is user training. So when you want to mitigate against social engineering, especially for people that are not IT, the only thing you can do is training. You have to train them how to recognize phishing email. Okay, when when you have you got a link and the sender, you don't know the sender, or you don't have any business with the sender, you should not click on it. You should not click on it. If you get uh that kind of link, that kind of mail on your organization email, you should report it to the security analyst so that they can contain it. So users training is very important in an organization for people that are not IT gurus. So the next question says, which are the first two groups to have used sphere phishing in their campaign? All these questions I put there, they are all based on phishing. So it's saying which are the first two groups to have used sphere phishing in their campaign. So let's go to my tag again. So you can see, look at the first two groups to have used phishing. Is Axiom and Gold Southfield. Those are the first two groups. They are the groups that Axiom is the first one to carry out a spear phishing. Look at the Axiom has used his spear phishing to initially compromise victim. Because spear phishing is a specific kind of phishing that has been carried out on an organization. And the second one to carry out the phishing is Gold Shellfield. So we have so many organizations that have carried out that has been recorded by MITRE. And if you click on them, you read more about them, the kind of attack they carried out, how they carry out the attack, how massive the attack was, how to detect the kind of their own attack, and also how to mitigate against them. So you can see there is a lot of information about attackers, about organization, adversaries, techniques, different, a whole lot of information about them on MITRE. So let's go to our next question, which is, so it said, based on the information for the first group, what are their associated group? So let's go back. So you remember this is the first group. Axiom is the first group. So the question is now asking us, what is their associated group? Now let's click on Axiom. So can you see the associated group from here? I can hear you. You can see the associated group. Associated group description is 72.
72.
Yeah, that is the associated group. The group that is also associated with Axiom, group 72, is also written here, group 72. So you can see Axiom, you can see the kind of organization it is. It said it's a suspected Chinese espionage group that has targeted the aerospace, defense, government, manufacturing, and media sector since at least 2008. They have been carrying out the attack before they were detected. So some reporting suggests a degree of overlap between Axiom and Winton Group. Winton Group is also another organization that have also carried out spear phishing, but their own kind of attack is a little bit different because it has different TTPs. They have different tactics, techniques, and procedure. You can see how it was highlighted there. So So you can see a whole lot of information. See the kind of software they use, Asium use in carry out their own attack. You can see you have a whole lot of information on MITRE. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So the next question says, what software is associated with this group that lists phishing as a technique? What software? So let's look for the software that is associated with this group that lists phishing as a technique. So let's go to the software. Uh, so the software here is 𝐂𝐎𝐓. 𝐂𝐒𝐓 has been spread through sphere phishing. 𝐂𝐒𝐓 is here under phishing, but if you click on Asium, if you go to the software, you will also see it under the software. You will also see it under the software. If you click on it, it's going to tell you more about 𝐂𝐒𝐓 because it's a software. 𝐂𝐒𝐓 is a malware that has been used by Asium for late-stage persistent and exfiltration after initial compromise. So persistence, this kind of techniques, tactics they carried out, persistence and exfiltration. Exfiltration is they store data and they use the software to bring out the data from the organization. So our answer is 𝐂𝐒𝐓. So 𝐂𝐒𝐓 is a software that is associated with the group that lists phishing as a technique. So, and the next question now says, what is the description of this for this software? So, description is just simply clicking on it and you read about it. So, this description is a malware that has been used by Asium for late-stage persistence and exploitation after initial compromise. So, you can even read more about it, about the techniques they use in carry out the attack, the groups that use the software. It's still Asium. It's only Asium that use it. You can see Asium that use the software to carry out this attack. So you see that MITRE didn't only talk about organization that carry out the attack. They tell you about the software that is used to carry out the attack and how the attack is being carried out. So let's go to the next question. Okay, so this group overlap slightly with which other group? I think with can you say that again?
It overlaps Axiom and is it Winty group?
Exactly, it's a winning group. Both of them they overlap because their their kind of attack they are similar. The attack are similar, but they only have their TTP kind of different. Their TTP kind of different. That's why MITRE said them they overlap. So if an attacker from Asium attack your organization, it might simply look like someone from Winfrey Group also, because they're similar, they look alike. So the last question now says, how many techniques are attributed to this group? So the group we are still talking about is 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐄. So now let's go and look about how many techniques are attributed to them. So let's go back to 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐄. So we count the number of techniques is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think it's 15. I think we counted 15, right? Yeah, so 15 is the number of techniques that is associated with 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐄. So
Sorry, can you exactly where you are right now?
yes,
The 003.003 doesn't have like an ID. It's separate. Is that not a technique?
yeah, this one is the technique, and this is the sub ID. So if you click on it,
Oh, okay. So like, okay.
so you can see it's the sub ID. So that means it has more under it, like the acquired
Okay.
infrastructure. So if I click this drop down, so look at it, 0.1. So this one is for domain, this one is for DNS server. There are sub ID under it.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the end of the exercise. So I want to show you. Let's go to my link there to show you some job ads. Let's go. Use my link there. Let's just okay. There's my link there. Go to my job. Okay, let's check the first one. Okay, this is a job ad. So I want us to go through the description of this job ad together. This is a job about to hire an SOC analyst. So the job said they are looking for a SOC analyst to join their client, a leading operator in lottery. So this is the location, this is the amount they are offering for the job, and the work type is permanent. So let's go through the responsibilities together. So we said identify the attack, the type of attack. That is the responsibility, what you will be doing at the job. You identify the types of attack, e.g. phishing, ransomware, DDoS. But I think we've talked more about phishing from this class and previous classes you've done. I'm sure you must have been introduced to ransomware. Ransomware also, you recognize ransomware. Ransomware is an attack where an attacker encrypts your system and is asking for ransom before he can release the key to unlock your system, your environment. So that kind of attack is a ransomware, and DDoS, that is a distributed denial of service. Attacker is going to attack you with bootnet, with so many systems. They will attack you so that they will shut down your environment, that you will not be able to work. So that is DDoS. So what they are trying to say now is you should be able to recognize this kind of attack and begin documenting the event for further analysis. So that is specifically the job of an SOC. You recognize an alert attack, the kind of attack that is coming to your organization, and after you remediate the attack, then you document it, you raise a ticket, and you escalate it. if you are SOC1, you escalate it to SOC2, SOC2 to 3 to SOC manager. So in that hierarchy. So, and he said also analyze and review logs from various systems and applications. So I don't know if you guys have done this, but if you haven't, I think it's one of the things you'll be taught how to analyze and review logs from various systems and application. So I think it's one of the importance why we say we ask you to install the virtual machine so that all these things can be done in a sandbox, in a safe environment. That when you're analyzing a malware, it won't affect your main system. So that is what a virtual environment does. Separate your system from it. So anything you're doing on it, it will not affect your main system. So it said analyze and review logs from various system and application, e.g. network, device, server, endpoint, to identify potential threat and suspicious activities. So also we said track security alerts and escalate issue according to the severity and impact. So it's still the main job of a SOC analyst. You track security alert. Anytime you have an alert, you track it, you mitigate it. If it's something you escalate it. There's also something we call triage. You triage the alert into severity, the one that is more severe, whether it's the critical one, you deal with the critical one first, then from the critical you come down to the medium, from the medium to the low. So that is how you triage an alert. So that is what this one is specifically talking about. So these three are the main responsibility for this job. So let's go to the qualification, what they require of you. So they said the skills you must have is hands-on experience of common security control, such as IDS. So I expecting you to have some experience of security control, IDS, IPS, firewalls. They are all used to protect an environment. Web content filtering, IV, SIM. We're going to do SIM. We talk about vulnerability management. We'll still talk about vulnerability management. You'll be taught and they said an awareness of their purposes in a layered security approach. So most of this is English. So most of this is what you will have the knowledge by the end of this training. So they also said good network knowledge and principle. So I think I understand you'll be taught networking uh, in this class. I think Esther took networking, if I'm mistaken. So good network,
Yes.
okay. Good network knowledge and principle. So like NAN, TCP/IP, OSI model, and DNS, DHCP, firewall, and so on. So now look at the last requirement. They said an in-depth knowledge of a MITRE attack framework. So it's also required of you. This is what we've just gone through. They require a deep MITRE attack framework. And if you look at most job on SOC analysts out there now, most of them always require you to have a knowledge on MITRE attack. Some will even say you should have a knowledge on NIST frameworks. Why some will say the ISO. So it depends on what the organization is requesting. But most always said you must have knowledge about MITRE attack. So why I'm showing you this is just to know how important MITRE is, how the organization know how important it is. So they always require a security analyst to have a deep knowledge about MITRE. So let's just go through this only one and move on because of time. So what's the time? Lady Pat, when is this class supposed to end?
You've got 2 hours if you have your
Okay.
So yeah.
So let's just quickly talk about �cyberQChain, and if we can't finish, we can continue on the next class. A minute, please. Let me plug my system. So let's quickly talk about my �cyberQChain. So, like I said earlier, before the start of the class, I said �cyberQChain and MITRE, they are almost similar. They are intertwined, and �cyberQChain tool has been for a while, because �cyberQChain was uh, uh, it was established by a man called what is his name? 𝐂𝐎𝐓 Martin in 2011. So he said MITRE QChain is a military concept related to structure and attack. It consists of target identification, decision, and order to attack the target, and finally the target destruction. So this framework defines the step used by adversary or malicious actor in cyberspace. So what this one is basically talking about is this one really deep our knowledge for us to understand how an attacker thinks, the step by step in how they move in carry out an attack. So, and �cyberQChain, he grouped them in stages. So these are the stages of a Q chain. So we started from reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installation, command and control, action on objective. So let me quickly touch on reconnaissance. So reconnaissance, according to the definition, reconnaissance is discovering and collecting information on the system, on the victim. So the reconnaissance phase is the planning phase for the adversary. So reconnaissance is just like an attacker, you want to attack an organization. So you have to make your findings. You have to gather information about the victim, whether person or organization. You have to make your findings, whether to go online using OSINT tools. OSINT is open source intelligence. Using OSINT tools like social media, probably like if someone wants to attack me, they might probably go to LinkedIn to search for anything they can find on me, go to my Facebook, go to anywhere they can get it. So is the gathering of information, phase, gather information about the victim to know how to attack that person. So that is the first stage, reconnaissance. You gather information on the victim to know how to proceed on the attack. So then we go to, okay, so let me just cite some example, like uh if you scanning of public website for open port and services, or scanning for open port on organization. So some attackers, if they want to attack you, they'll go to organization and they'll start scanning for open port, looking for vulnerabilities, looking for where they can enter. So it's still the reconnaissance stage. So we have the weaponization. Weaponization is the next stage for the attacker. So after a successful reconnaissance stage, adversary will work on crafting a weapon of destruction. He would prefer not to interact with the victim directly, and instead, he will create a weaponizer that, according to Lockheed Martins, combine war malware and exploit into a deliverable payload. So what this one is simply telling us is, after an attacker has making his research in that first stage, gotten everything he need to get, so you need a way to attack you. So that is the weaponization stage. So the attacker will build a payload, and the attacker will create a script to a file or script designed to exploit the vulnerability. So according to this place, said it's going to create malware and exploit into a deliverable payload. So I'm sure you guys are you know what a malware is. If I quickly ask, what is a malware?
It's like a virus, no?
Yeah, malware is just like a virus. It's a malicious software. It's a virus, can hurt your system. It's a malicious virus. It's designed to interrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to your system. So it's combined malware and exploit. So an exploit is just a piece of code or a software that takes advantage of the vulnerability. Why the payload is the part that the exploit that carries out the intended malicious action once the vulnerability is exploited. So that is the payload. Payload is the one that will carry it. Malware is the virus. Exploit is the one that will tackle the that work on the vulnerability, and the payload is the one that will carry it to your organization. So that is weaponization. It's actually trying to weaponize it, just like the phishing example we'll be talking about. So the phishing is also a weapon. He wants to attack you. He's looking for a way to get to you. So he send you a phishing link. So that link is not just ordinary link. That link has been malware is inside that link, and the malware that was inside that link is an something that has been designed to exploit the vulnerability on your system. So once you click on it, bam, it's going to take over your system. So then the payload is the one that will carry it. Is the actual thing is the payload, that link, but malware is inside it. So that is what he's trying to explain. So then we move to the delivery stage. So delivery stage is when an adversary decides to choose the method for transmitting the payload or the malware. He has plenty of options to choose from phishing, from distributing infected USB, from watering hole attack. So the delivery, how is going to after the weaponization stage, the attacker has weaponized what is want to throw to you. So he needs something to deliver it. He has to deliver it to where it's going. So that is the delivery stage. So delivery stage is also the phishing link. You can use the phishing link. You can use an infected USB. So they used to talk about attacker using putting malware inside the USB, infecting a USB, then dropping it outside for someone to pick it up. So by the time someone pick it up, you think you find something free, a freebie, a free USB. By the time you pick it up, then you now want to put it on your system, not knowing that you've picked up an USB infected with malware. Then you infect your system. By the time you infect it, the attacker, maybe the kind of malware that is inside there is a remote is a injection attack. By the time you put it on, the attacker will just be controlling your system wherever it is. Move to your system, look for where your bank app is, or maybe where you save your password, log into your bank app, be able to move your money. So that is the delivery. Is the delivery stage of an attack. So Let's move to the exploitation. So the exploitation stage, according to this, this is the phase where the adversary gets creative by exploiting a vulnerability in the system of the user, exploiting unpatched software to run malware, convincing a user to click a link. That is the exploitation. So exploitation, the attacker executes. So it's just that an attacker is trying to exploit you because he can't just deliver it. It needs some way for you to be able to click it. So by the time he sends you a phishing link and you recognize enough is a phishing link and you didn't click on it, so there is no way an attacker will come in. But the exploitation part now comes when he finds a way for a user to click it. So that is the exploitation stage. So let's move to the next one, which is the installation. So installation. So once the attacker gets access to the system, he won't want to access the system if he loses connection to it or if he gets detected and got the initial access removed or if the system is later patched. So this is an example of a persistent backdoor. So what most attackers usually do is after gaining access to your system, they kind of use this kind of malware for them to gain persistence because when they install persistent on your system, forget, it's very hard to chase an attacker away. You will just notice that, okay, when they said your system has been attacked, you wipe your system, you put antivirus, you think the attacker is gone. Then after some months, you start seeing the virus again. So it's the work of persistence. They have established persistence in your system. If you kick them out, they have already installed something that will make them to keep coming back, no matter how you chase them. So that is the installation stage of an attacker. So let me just quickly talk through on uh, how to mitigate or the defense against. Sorry, 1 minute. So how to defense against mitigate against installation. So if you use a endpoint protection, that is EDR. EDR will detect any persistence on your system. If there's any persistence after cleaning your system of malware and there's a persistence on it, using EDR is going to detect it. It will detect anything, any changes, any monitor, any file. It will be able to block them totally. So that is a mitigation on installation. While command and control, we have command and control, which is the second to the last. So command and control, that is after getting persistence and executing the malware on the victim's machine, adversary open up the command and control, which is the C2 channel, through the malware to remotely control and manipulate the victim. So if an attacker is getting to this stage, then the attack is getting way serious because by the time an attacker is opening your command and control channel, after establishing persistence in your system, opening a command and control channel, anywhere in the world he will be able to control it, encrypt your system. After encrypting it, he will ask you for ransomware, he asks you to pay some certain amount of money before he can release your system back to you. You can also do different things on your system. So for you to mitigate yourself against this kind of attack, you have to keep monitoring network traffic. So that was why organization they employ experienced security analysts who know how to check log file, to look at log file, to know if there's any suspicious attack on it, any suspicious movement, any changes on the log. So this is a command and control part. So from the command and control, then we go to the last but not the least, which is the action on objective, which is the exfiltration. This is the end of it. The objective, the main objective of this attacker. The main objective is for him to steal your data, to steal your file, to steal anything that you can pay money for. That is the exfiltration. So after going through the six phases of the attack, adversary can finally achieve his goal, which means after taking on the original objective with hands-on keyboard access, the attacker can achieve the following: collect the credentials from users, lateral movement through company environment. So this is basically the last stage of the attack, when the attacker have fully gained control of the organization. He has elevated his privilege to an admin. He can move any file he wants, move out money. So this is the final stage. So uh, to mitigate against this kind of attack, so is to also monitor the data movement and block sensitive file and respond quickly to alerts. Because the job of the of SIM can also detect this kind of attack, because when an attacker keep moving file that has not been moved for days, months, a SIM can quickly detect this kind of attack by alerting the security analyst. So because of our time, that's why I quickly walk through the 7 stages uh of the Q chain attack, because some I didn't talk about the mitigation, uh, how you can detect it, so on. And then, okay, so why is important? Why cyber keychain is important? The cyber keychain will help you understand and protect against ransomware, security breaches, as well as advanced persistent threats. You can also use the cyber keychain to access your network and system security by identifying missing security controls, closing certain security gaps based on your company's infrastructure. So imagine you know all the stages of an attack. You know the mind of an attacker. You know this is what his stage is. This is what he's trying to carry out. By the time you get an alert, when the attacker is in the installation stage, when he's trying to create a persistent, you know this is what this guy is trying to do, and this is the next stage is going. So you quickly find a way to block it so that it cannot move to the command and control stage before even plan on moving to action on objective. So before you can move, you already know what he's doing, what he's trying to do. You quickly block him, you quickly mitigate the system, you quickly look for any necessary patches that is yet to be patched, you quickly block it, you quickly look for any vulnerability that the attacker might have used to gain access to the system, you quickly find it out, you quickly block it, and before you know, your organization is safe. So okay, the last one says that, sorry. By understanding the Q chain as a security analyst, security researchers, threat hunters, or incident responder, you will be able to recognize the intrusion attempt and understand the intruders' goals and objectives, just like what we've said. You'll be able to understand their goals and objectives. You know what they want to do. You know where they want to go next. So you always try to block them. You block them ahead by knowing uh these 7 stages. So as a security researcher, threat hunter, whether you threat hunter or an incident responder, so you'll be able to mitigate the system faster than you think. So I think this is all for me tonight. But before we go, so I want us to do this assignment in our free time. So this assignment is mainly based on what we have talked about today. MITRE and Q-chain. I think there's 4 assignments in total. We have 4 assignments in total. minute, please. So it's a 4 assignment in total. So I want you guys to go through it. So I don't know if how you're going to get this assignment. Maybe I should put it in a PDF or a Word format. I should send it to the group because I know it won't be easier for you to get out the assignment from here. Even if you watch the recording, it might be difficult for you to. Or suggest, what do you think?
PDF, please.
On the group, PDF.
I should put it on the PDF and put it on the
Yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that.
Yes.
So hopefully you can submit before what's today? Friday. Hopefully you can also submit before Monday. So before I go, so do you have any question?
Thank you, Mayowa. I want to be sure that that TA is tactics, right?
That what?
TA under the matrix. You know, we have some techniques, apart from techniques, we have some number TA, we have some number that start with T. I
Okay.
want to be sure that that TA is statics.
The TA. Right?
Under your mitre attack matrix.
Yeah, I
the
know
number.
I know what you're talking about. Let's go to
Yeah.
uh, is it this? Because this one we have T105. I think I know what you're talking about. Let's go there.
The first one, that's where we
Yeah.
have about here.
Yeah. So you can say the TA means the tactics. The TA, yeah, it represents the tactics. You can see
Okay.
every tactics,
Okay.
they all have TA then
Okay.
with their number. Why the
Yeah, I
techniques?
want to be
Are the techniques? The techniques is only represented by T, then followed
okay.
by the rest of the number.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So, is there any other question? Okay, so that's me for tonight.
Thank you, Mayowa. You can stop the recording.
I'll stop the recording now. I'll be expecting the assignment by Monday night. So, any issue before then, holla at me.
Sorry, are we submitting it through? How are we submitting the assignment?
Uh,
Mayowa, do you want them to put it in a Google Drive, upload it in a Google Drive, so you have everybody's assignment uploaded in the same place, or do you want them to put it in the Azure DevOps, where they create a user story for their task, and then they upload the completed task in each of the tickets that represents the assignment.
I think it's a good idea. We should be should put it in the Azure DevOps so that we
Okay.
can get for it.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
it will be put like it's part of their task. So when they are presenting, it will be part of what they'll be presenting.
Okay. Okay, guys, you've heard from your tutor. Any questions?
The Azure, they say you should submit. I don't think I have it yet.
Okay, I did that. So you are in a tech project. You need to speak with your Scrum Master. I'm sure. Send a message to Wumi that you want to be able to access Azure DevOps, and she will point you. In fact, what am I even saying? Kemi would help you. You're in the same team. You're in the same team. Kemi, please, over to you. That's your body.
We'll tell Ojali to add it.
Yeah.
But okay, I will see what I can do, but I
Okay,
still don't
please. You're a body now.
understand.
You're a body, so body. I did not till
No,
he says,
I
yeah.
will.
Till he
I'll
says,
tell
leave me
Ojali.
alone. I know what I'm doing now.
It's okay.
All
I'll see
right.
what I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any issues, just reach out. Reach out to me. Tag me or in Telegram. Any issues.
No
All right.
problem.
Thank you so much.
I know how to do the assignment, but this one that you said we should put it, I don't understand.
I know
So,
you know the same way you've been adding your task, that your assignments
yes,
in
but
as
we
a,
have
yeah.
not been doing the solution. No. We're just been creating user stories.
Oh my goodness. But you've not been okay. So this time around, you need to do it. Put
Okay.
your the whatever you've done,
Result.
put it in a file, upload it to the Azure
Okay.
DevOps. So you
Okay.
understand? Upload it into the Azure DevOps, and then you now move your tasks from ready
New
in
to
progress to done.
okay to done.
Yeah. Yeah. Once
But
you move it,
yeah, like in our group is only the PA, the developer that they create the column for. So we have new PA done, PA whatever, dev done, dev in, and all that.
okay, I
So
can
I don't
show
know
you how
whether
to
they will
do
create
that.
my column.
I can show
Okay.
you how to
I know
move
to
yours.
create, but would they mind if I create that column myself and put
Or
CS
you
done or
close it.
something?
Or you close it. Are you able to open your Azure DevOps for me? Let me walk you through so that everybody can see the way you can go about it. Open your
Okay.
Azure DevOps for me. Yeah. It's even good. Let's open
Okay,
it for
let
me.
me
Yeah. And share your screen. I hope you can share your
try
screen.
and
Mayowa, can
share
you give a
Okay, I thought
screen sharing? Right. Okay. I
I think
think
she
you can
can
share.
share. She can
Okay,
share.
that's good.
I can share my
Okay, Azure DevOps. I did not. You're going to have
okay,
access
let
to
me
Azure DevOps. Okay.
Okay.
okay, let me try. Okay. Okay, it's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm there.
Okay. Yeah. Where's your? Let me see
Okay.
your.
Can you see new item? Yeah, my user stories.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
see. Where's yours? It's on that new. Okay. Open
It's
it.
on that
Just
new, yeah.
yeah. So open it. Click on your the actual story, the one that is for cybersecurity. Where is it?
Yes, I want to scroll down.
Yeah. Just move down. Just move. Yeah. Okay. Go. Keep going.
Because it's part of the last.
Keep going down. Because ideally, you will not be in an agile development team like this. The only reason why you may need to you would work in a project team as a cybersecurity analyst and use a tool like Azure DevOps if there's actually a project that you are working on. See, apart from being in as working as a SOC, you could have projects within your cybersecurity team, and the tool that they want to use to be able to track that work is being done is Azure. So the setup may be different, but this what this is doing is just tracking the work that is being done. You understand? Yeah.
Yes.
But it's good to know how to use the tool. Scroll down.
Looking for shorts, whatever.
Okay. Do you know what we can do?
I think
Sorry.
I can go to this backlogs.
Go
Is
to the
that not?
backlog. Yeah. Go to the backlog. Backlogs on the
Epic stuff.
left. Go to the
Yeah,
backlog on the left.
I've done that. Yes, this is
Okay.
cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. Open it up. So
Nothing is there.
where are the stories that you've written?
I've written, let me go back home.
Go to the left. No, left.
maybe
No.
maybe this.
Go to the left. Can you see the left here?
Okay.
Backlog, the left
Yes.
column, the left panel.
Okay.
Yeah, click
Okay.
on backlogs. Yeah, we'll find it there. So this the same thing is going to happen to everyone because your Scrum Masters don't know anything about cybersecurity. They are only going to be focused on the
Okay.
BAs.
It's under social
So what
engineering.
they should have done Go back, go back, go back to that page. Now, these are features. Can you click on, when you move to your right, you see features. So they see
Yes,
that,
these
yeah,
are my stories. Yeah.
okay. So what you need to
Yes.
do here, you see where you have the social engineering, move to
Yes.
your right.
These are my stories. Can you see them?
I can see
Phishing
phishing
fail.
and
Yeah.
analysis, document network
Yes.
simulation, create
Yes.
SOC
Everything is
escalation.
there.
So, so all of this, you understand,
Yes.
will be
Yes.
Adedosu doesn't need to create a new one. What will
Okay.
happen is that because you have done your own bits, what you
Yes.
do is to assign all of these ones that you've done to Adedosu.
Okay.
You understand? So that he will know what to work on one after the other. You understand?
Okay.
When you do assign to, let's assign it to him. We don't know if he's on the system yet. We don't know. Just check. Let's check.
But I can see assigned to.
Click on assign to. We'll search if he's not there.
Yeah.
So you know the question you know what you are going to say to your Scrum Master. Click on assign
Okay.
to.
It's my email and unassigned that is there.
Just click on it. Okay, open it. Just
It
open
has
it
not
up.
been added.
No, we can search. We can search. Because Wumi might
Okay.
have spoken with the Scrum Master. We don't know. As long as he has provided his
They
email.
did that tonight. Yeah, I think Umi just did that tonight.
She just
So I
did
don't
that
know whether he
tonight.
has.
Okay.
Yes, they
So
just
what would
added him to the
happen
group
is,
tonight.
what will happen is once he is been added on the system,
Yeah, I will see
please
his
follow
name.
up with your Scrum Master and give him
Okay.
Adedosu's email address. When
Okay.
Adedosu, you will get a notification in your email to launch Azure DevOps. So you just go through the process, do that, and then you would get access to this page. So once you have your access, Kemi would assign all of this to you so that you know, you pick it up. I think you can start with creating the SOC analyst job descriptions. Yeah, that would
Yes.
help you. Okay, so that would help you. That make that one the very first one. Then you can go to this mapping SOC roles. You
Mm,
understand? Creating SOC
mm,
escalation map with tools. Those three are your first.
yeah.
They are the foundational and basic that you need to understand. Then the rest you can pick them one after the other. So that's what's going to happen. So what we can do here now, Kemi, if you move up to, you see that social engineering at the top?
Yes.
Yeah. The drop down arrow beside it.
Okay.
Okay.
This one, right? More
Yeah,
option.
yeah. Can you see that? Yeah, those three dots. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. So I
Okay.
want you to change parent.
Okay.
Change parent. What we want to do is to link it to our cybersecurity. Oh, how come it doesn't have? Because we want to link it to the Epic. Okay, click out of that one. It's not showing for. So, okay, what we do, cancel, click cancel. We go through another route. Click cancel. We click cancel. Now, let's go to this social engineering. Open it. Just double click and open. So that is 12347.
Yes.
Yeah, 12347. Okay, close it. Now let's go to that Epic where they have cybersecurity. That will be in your backlog. So
Okay.
where you have cybersecurity, so go to the three dots.
Okay.
And add link.
Okay.
So link to an existing item.
Okay.
And yeah, 12347. Type in under remote work item. No, not link type. Link type is just say related. Drop down. Link type. Let me see the option. Scroll down under work. On that, do
Okay.
child at the top. Yeah. Then in under work items to link, just type 12347. 12347. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So then you 12347. Yeah.
Already.
Then you can wait, a link to work item already. It says the link already exists. Okay, let's go back. I didn't see it there previously. Let's go back. Let's see. Is it there? Close it. Drop down on cybersecurity here. Oh, it's linked already. It's linked already.
Is linked.
Okay. You don't.
Yes.
Okay, that then you drop down on social engineering. Yeah, so that's it. So it's linked already. And now, this phishing email, can you drop down on it? Because it's a user story.
This is
Okay.
tax.
Detective. Okay, that's fine. You created a task under it. Now, this one is your own task that you have done. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
under that one, you have completed that task. That is a 𝐂𝐓 task. What will happen next is that Adedotun task will be created. Because you have done yours. I expect that everything that you have done, you have attached your own results and everything there.
And the attachment is what I'm now looking at.
Okay, open it up. Let me show you how to attach. Open it up. Just double click on it.
Okay, I should double click on it. Okay.
Okay, so
I've not put my description and all that.
Okay, so the moment you start to work on it, just change your to do to in progress. That's all, and you put your name.
Okay.
Yeah, to do in progress. And when it is done, you say done. You understand? Yeah, that's how it works. You see that no one selected? That no one selected. You just search for your name there. It will bring it up so that when anybody, a mentor is looking at it, they know that 𝐂𝐓 is working on this task.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I have to change all those tasks to completed.
Yeah. The ones that you have done, just change them to completed. So this is what now this one to do because it's in progress right now.
I've
Change your
even
to
done
do.
it. I've just not.
If you start once you've started. So the thing is, you need to understand how to put this as well. It's called visibility of work. If you are out there in the industry, and your
monitor,
your manager is looking at, they'll be wondering, is this person working at all? So you need to get used to, just updating it while you are doing the work. Just change it to in progress. So if they are trying to, because managers want to do reports on a weekly basis. What has been completed? What is in progress? Yes. So by doing that, they can see. Okay. And so if you move to the left, to your left, extreme left, where you see detailed storyline, can you see that? Detailed storyline. Now you click on link. Can you see that attachment icon? You don't need the storyline. You see, click on it.
Good.
And then this is where you had your whatever you've done. Yes. Yeah. And you upload. So once you've done that, then I want to check something. Click on details again, the details tab, so that you can come back. So what you can do, you see where you have the description here. You can, so once you are done, just assign this to Adedotun. You understand? So that you will pick it up. No, if you assign it to him because you are finished with it, so what you do is Adedotun will create his own task, but it will now be phishing email -2. Then you know that is Adedotun. You understand? Just for clarity. Yeah. So so in the discussion bit, you can add comments. So I also want to show you everyone this. So you get used to adding comment. For example, I was doing some work recently in the advanced team. Esther, she was writing some policies and all that. And I was supposed to review once she's done. And all she just did, she added the attachment and tagged me, in this comment, and tagged me. And I got a notification in my email. So what that means for me is that there is a task for me to complete. And, I didn't have to say, oh, Esther, where is it and all that. So I just highlighted the tasks, like 3 of them, and I created the time to work on it. And when I finished, I only had to tag Esther to say, this is done. These are the
Oh,
next steps. You understand? So that's
okay.
the ease. Yeah. So what you have here, your mentors, they are supposed to be in Azure. You understand?
Okay.
So this is where
Okay.
try and do the art
That's
icon.
okay. The normal
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Type Pat Ogunlaja. I just want to see if I'm supposed to be there. PATOG. Yeah,
You
can
are
you
there.
see me there? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So Mayowa,
Okay.
Esther, Tosin, they are supposed to be there. You only just need to
Okay.
know what email, or if you search by their name, if you search Tosin, or you search by his last name, or you search by Esther or Mayowa,
Mm, mm.
they should be there. So the tutor that's giving you this task, tag him,
You have to tag it. Okay.
and tag me. You can
Mm.
tag all the tutors. It's even better, tag everybody that you know that is tutor and
Okay.
myself. We will all get the
Okay.
notification that Kemi has
You have
finished
done
our
it.
task. You
Okay.
understand? Then we,
Yeah.
of course, we can see progress in what you
Okay.
are done. The same goes for everybody that is cybersecurity analyst. So
I
this
think
is just
it's
a walkthrough of the tool that you are using.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So that's
just
why
been
you just say you tag everybody and say task completed,
yeah.
attached, see attached file. You
Okay.
understand? So please, when you're
Oh,
attaching your file, put your name against it so that we know it's yours. Because when
mm.
Madid is submitting his file, he will also have to do that and put his name against it so that we'll know that it's his. Because it will be good for you to get
So we can
feedback from the
attach picture, image. We can attach anything.
anything, anything,
Okay. Good.
PNG,
Okay.
anything,
Keep
but no
keep.
malicious files. Don't come
Yeah,
and
cyber
don't come and crash
security.
our DevOps.
We are
Uh,
conscious of that. Okay.
okay,
That's
all
a
right.
good
Any
one.
questions around
Thank
the
you.
use of Azure
I,
tool?
yeah,
Any
at least
questions? You
I'm
will
happy
get
to.
used to it over time. It's a very intuitive.
And when you don't know what to do, you just
I
have to
know.
just
I know. The first time I had to use this tool at the workplace, I had never seen Azure. In fact, they were even asking me to set it up for them.
just say just
Google was a very good friend for me then. So, but it
I will
has even
update on my
evolved.
task, definitely. I will try and do that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Chimnom, so I hope this is fine.
Uh,
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. When we see you today, we don't see you tomorrow. We don't know. I hope
That's
this is
because
fine.
the class always clashes with DA classes. It's frustrating
Oh no,
the hell out of me. Honestly, I don't know what to do because all I have to do is watch videos, and I
it's
miss
good.
out on everything else. Like
No,
this stuff right now. I miss out on it because it won't be in the videos most of the time. And what you just shown now, the Azure, is something that has just been holding me back so much, so
oh,
frustrating. But I kind of like work my way through, and
okay.
and I know that at the end of it, I'm just gonna go through all the videos, and if I have any questions, I'll come to you. But I always seem to ask myself, why can't we just stagger the classes? I don't know.
Uh, the DA tutor is we is an external tutor,
Okay.
and we only just have to work with his time. You understand?
Yeah.
But we are internal, and we've tried as much as possible to make sure that we hold the class twice.
Yeah.
But I found out that because the I found out that the DA class clashes. Well, I didn't know you were doing the
Yeah.
DA, yeah. But don't worry, you understand. If you are really interested in cybersecurity, is fine. Since it's like your secondary course and DA is the first, don't worry. You pick it up. If you pick up anything in the video, watch the video at your pace and any of the tasks that you can do. Just
Okay.
because I know you have DA tasks to do as well.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they would have told you that we usually just encourage people to, especially if you are coming into the industry, for the first time. Well, we would usually suggest that make sure you master the particular course. then before you start looking into that. But if you know you have the capacity to still take a look because you want to have an idea of the other course as well, is fine. But don't pressure yourself on the other course. Any little thing you can pick up, even if it's 1 or 2 tasks of everything, if it means that is the description of a SOC analyst, their roles, and at least that one you know what is about. It gives you a foundational knowledge on what it's about. And if you do decide to come to the advanced team, that to the next stage, the advanced, that means you will have the opportunity to come back into the training. Okay, yes, when you are in the advanced team. While you are doing your project work in data analysis, you are also adding more to your cybersecurity knowledge already. Yeah, so there's always a strategy to it on the platform.
All right, no problem.
You're welcome. Any other questions, anyone? I hope you've found this class valuable. Mayowa, has Mayowa gone? I thoroughly enjoyed your training, Mayowa. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Yeah, it's
Yeah, you're welcome to the part.
It's good to. It was good to have you and the other mentors. Doing this. There can only be one of me, and I'm really, really glad that you guys are doing this. Well done, well done, well done. All
Thank you for
right.
giving us the platform.
Yeah, well, yeah. Fly as high as you want to. That's the deal here. Okay, anyone, any questions? Anyone? Okay. I think it's good that we can all go to bed. It's almost half an hour past 11. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.